Welcome to this edition of Adminchat. Thank you to Lucy Brazier and the team at Executive Secretary Magazine for the opportunity to provide today's chat. My name is Lisa Olsen.
And I am Stacy Leitner. We are the co-owners of Admin to Admin, providing on-site professional development, training, and educational retreats for administrative professionals. As college educators, managers, and experienced senior executive assistants, currently working within our busy and fulfilling careers, we share our expertise for this amazing career with assistants everywhere.
Today's topic is all about influence and making an impact, or what we like to call influential impact. We will provide some simple and relevant tools and strategies to help you stand out and be effective leaders wherever you are.
The role of the assistant has evolved, and assistants today are assets in the organization. There have been many shifts in the corporate climate. To keep up, assistants must value the art of reinvention. Change is constant. Therefore, it is critical to keep evolving.
Yes, and we know we all wear many hats as assistants, and those hats offer lots of opportunities to lead. So let's discuss some ways we can all practice influential impact. First, be resourceful. Prove your ability to think progressively. This means taking the time and making the effort to research all avenues for accomplishing projects, tasks, and assignments. And this may sometimes include asking for help if needed.
Knowing how to ask for help is vital. Being resourceful also involves taking the initiative and being an idea assistant. Look at processes and see if there are better, more streamlined ways to do things. Ask questions like, how can I see this differently? Whether that's a process, a project, a simple task, or how you can stay organized, just to give you a few examples.
So the point here is that taking initiative promotes the alliance that you have with your manager or executive. In other words, don't be the person who waits to be told what to do. Be resourceful and learn the scope of your manager's job so you can take the appropriate steps to fill the gaps so that alignment is created and you have a more effective partnership.
Next is taking responsibility. This can be scary, and quite frankly, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, this is about stepping up, speaking up, and braving up. We have to own our authority. It's really not fair to expect others to follow us and trust our ideas if we seem unsure of ourselves or are unwilling to accept full responsibility for our work, our attitudes, and our actions.
Embrace responsibility by asking to take on new projects. This doesn't mean disregarding your current work. It means being aware and knowing when and how to exert initiative. It's about exposing yourself to new projects or new experiences. Improve a system that already exists.
Yeah, it could be as simple as how the mail gets processed. Doesn't have to be anything super complex. It also has a lot to do with our attitudes and the energy that we bring to the workplace and our role as assistants. So be mindful of the energy that others feel around you. How do you approach your work? Do you approach it with a smile, with creative energy, and with a commitment to excellence?
Or instead, do you bring a little gloom and doom to every task or project through resistance, your attitude, and your remarks? Influence that impacts requires a level of commitment to bringing your best to the office each and every day.
Stacy and I really like this quote by Melba Duncan, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, executive assistants are strong business stakeholders in the purpose and mission of the organization. They are called upon to fill several different roles, from writer to stage manager to director, some of those hats that we always wear. It is a comprehensive and complex responsibility, one that requires both offensive and defensive posturing. Wow, that's a really powerful quote.
It is a comprehensive and complex responsibility And when we approach our careers with this mindset, it naturally levels us up to a place of influence because we have put our energy into how we act, how we speak, how we approach our work, and how we feel about the role of the assistant. Master the mindset of leadership. Influencing skills are essential in today's workplace to stand out, lead up, and to stay competitive. If we want to be seen as assistants of influence, we have to think like a leader and be a leader. Leaders inspire people. Look beyond your to-do list to think bigger about your role and your contributions to the organization. At the end of the day, ask yourself this question: how much leadership work did I do today?
I really like the concept that this visual on the slide gives us. Sometimes we do need to reframe our perspective about a situation, a task, or even a person that we work with. Maybe it's even our manager or the executive that we support. To be influential requires reframing when necessary to gain some clarity, to even understand others' points of view. Can you think of a situation, task, or someone with whom you are currently interacting with that could improve if you would take a moment to reframe your perspective? Some of the assistants we meet at our educational retreats and training programs and conferences struggle sometimes to understand how they can have influential impact. All of us have pockets of influence. In other words, areas of expertise that we can share with others. Every assistant can find pockets of influence, and every assistant can influence in one or all of the following 4 areas: your attitude, your integrity, your choices that you make, and how you treat other people.
Let's consider some examples. When a new assistant joins your company, you have a valuable opportunity to influence by inviting them to lunch and offering your help. Even if the new hire isn't in your department, take some time to make contact and introduce yourself. Invite them to join you on a break or a brief walk and share insights that will help them to be successful.
We make choices every day on how we respond to others, whether we decide to proofread that email or how we support our team and how we choose to demonstrate our integrity. There are 2 types of power: positional power and personal power. Sometimes positional power is necessary, but if it's overused, we will quickly erode our personal power. We see that sometimes when assistants who are at the top of the organization and they exert more positional power than personal power, and that can often send out the wrong message.
I agree, Lisa. We don't want to come across as dictatorial. Instead, by what Lisa calls, be a relationship engineer. Expand beyond your comfort zone. Move around and talk to people. Be front and center. Greet people with a smile and a generous handshake.
I think one of the best examples I can give of this is, let's say you're on the 4th floor of your office building and people come into the lobby to have a meeting with your executive. Do you just let those people come up, or do you actually get up and go down to the lobby and introduce yourself, shake their hands, be gracious, and then bring them upstairs? Just that one simple little thing can make a huge difference and help you to be front and center and have influential impact. Remember that someone is going to depend on your character more than your IQ. So your character is truly your greatest source of influence.
It's not what you know, and it's not who you know. It's who knows what you know. Build your credibility and personal power by understanding that without strong relationships, you won't be seen as an admin of influence. And without influence, you have no real authority over anyone.
I wanted to talk a little bit more about this concept of being a relationship engineer. This is such an important message because in the workplace, we may not always agree with people, believe it or not. And it's hard to collaborate sometimes with everyone. Maybe it's even your boss. Maybe you are currently in a situation where you are working with a challenging boss. In these cases, it's really important to understand the concept of being a relationship engineer. This is a picture of the building of the bridge that was built over the Hoover Dam, and it illustrates this idea and concept so well.
The bridge is amazing. It is an engineering marvel. Look how it is being built from the sides out towards the middle.
Yeah, it really is incredible. I myself have not driven over this bridge, Stacy, and I'm not really sure I could, but I have talked to people that have because now it's completed. But it really is incredible, and that's the point. The bridge meets in the middle. We have to do the same with people sometimes. We have to meet them in the middle. We may not be able to always keep relationships super friendly, but it really is essential if we want to have influential impact that we keep the relationships smart. So learn to meet people in the middle.
Demonstrate excellence in your habits, actions, attitude, and conversation. Assistants who are influential impactors promote excellence because they expect it of themselves. Settling for mediocre is not excellence.
If someone's behavior is out of line or you have a conflict, be firm, be fair, be direct in your communication, and especially be confidential. The best admins of influence know how to communicate and never have communication with a side of drama.
Make your mark by identifying something that will help you to stand out. Be a positive change agent. Be open to new ideas and be seen as someone who is a catalyst for building collaboration and a dynamic of respect and credibility.
Yeah, this one is so important, Stacy, because it offers each of us the opportunity to seek out ways to stand out. It might be as simple as offering your best tech tip, or suggesting to have regular lunch and learns, or volunteering to tackle that project that everyone is procrastinating. Whatever it is, do it for the right reason, and if you can, invite others to collaborate and share the experience. In my company, I wanted to get the assistants in my building together for some lunch and learns. After sharing the idea with my executive, who fully supported it, I invited my team to help plan the first one. We held an hour lunch and learn with pizza and shared some tips on running an effective WebEx. The next lunch and learn, I invited another assistant to plan and organize, and so now it's becoming something we all look forward to and we share it. It's nice to feel that I made my mark in a way that benefits more than just me.
Be enthusiastic. Give people a reason to follow you. Set high standards of connection for yourself and be an advocate for the role.
Think about the people you are drawn to. Most likely, they have vision. They're optimistic and they take things in stride. That's why we're drawn to them. To have influential impact, we need to raise the energy within ourselves first and then rally others with that energy.
If you aren't feeling super enthusiastic, take time to figure out why. Because if you aren't, you are carrying that energy around with you like a dead weight. Remember that admins of influence take responsibility. So if there's something or someone in your workplace that is preventing you from being enthusiastic, it may require some reframing to get the heart of the issue.
Encourage and support others, just like our little friend here in the picture, no matter where you are in the organization. Be visible by keeping your finger on the pulse of the organization. Be front and center. Greet others and take time to have conversations with others. Have human moments.
It's so important, Lisa, to recognize and acknowledge others too. Take time to thank your coworkers who have helped you on a task or a project. Also expand beyond your comfort zone. You will be amazed how quickly your circle of influence expands when you connect with others that you may not see every day.
Being visible requires effort and taking the right initiative at the right time, too. It's about self-awareness and knowing how to have presence and carry yourself with confidence. Lots more information we can share on that topic in our sessions on professional presence and communicating with confidence. So watch for our Admin to Admin webinars on those topics coming in the future.
So here are some final ideas that are what we call the influence impactors. Think of these as the keys that open up your influence and allow it to flow and be seen and felt by others. It's not enough to be seen. Your interactions need to be genuine and they need to be felt by others.
So let's talk about a few of these. The first is patience. Patience really is an action word, believe it or not. So we need to have patience with others and practice it. Not everyone knows what you know or will agree with you on everything, believe it or not, Stacy. And that's okay. So practice patience.
And we're going to encourage you to join the Secret Service. Find ways to reach out to others. Do small things that can help someone who is learning. Drop off a Diet Coke or a candy bar to a fellow coworker, perhaps a Starbucks gift card, or just send a kind note to your boss.
Focusing on stretching and expanding and moving beyond your expertise. Reach out to someone on your team that knows something that you don't and have them teach you something new.
Be approachable. Share your best self and avoid complacency.
Oh, that word complacency. That's one of my, least favorite words, because as assistants, we want to be careful that we never get complacent. So respect the role. Respect the role and act like you do respect it. Also, respect the diversity of ideas and appreciate differences. We have 4 generations in the workplace now. We have much to learn from each other.
And lastly, play in the sandbox. Take turns and really help others to shine.
Wow, we've shared a lot of information. So we want to leave you with a few questions that you can consider and reflect on.
First, how can I utilize my strengths as an assistant to be more influential?
And the second question is, how will doing that enhance my administrative career? Sometimes it's a matter of just taking a different perspective. These are powerful questions that will help you to have influential impact. When we take time to really think and reflect on these questions, it provides clarity and direction.
We'd like to thank you for joining us today on this Adminchat.
Stacy and I are committed to the administrative profession. We want to help you refine yourself, be strong, be solid, know your worth, and shine. Just like this beautiful diamond, you have the qualities needed to have influential impact. So discover your own administrative brilliance. Let us know if we can help by providing one of our creative professional development sessions at your company or a keynote for a special event.
Connect with us on LinkedIn and Facebook and join our Flip That Page book club. Our selection this month is Presence, and we would encourage you to go to our Facebook page or our LinkedIn page and connect with us and join us for that reading. Our next live webinar will be December 5th. Registration is on our website at www.admintoadmin.com, and we hope that you will join us. Thanks again. We've enjoyed sharing our passion for the administrative career today with you.
Hey, now go out there and have a great day. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.